One day I was taking a walk down the street. It was around 9:30, dark, and the entire neighborhood was covered in a thick veil of fog. I was looking at the hard cold concrete when I saw a video game cartridge on the ground, and it said Scott The Woz. I examined the cartridge, and on the back it said in thick bloody letters, "Destroyer will kill, kill, kill." This did not deter me as I loved the YouTuber Scott The Woz. The cartridge also seemed to be for the GameCube, a system I loved, the Scott The Woz game for the GameCube. I thought I was overjoyed as I loved both of those things. I quickly ran back home through the darkness of the night and put the cartridge into my MacBook. Then the game quickly loaded onto my computer. A title screen read, Scott The Woz, the video game. Something was horribly wrong though. Scott on the title screen looked sad and there was some blood on his hands. I thought it was some kind of joke, so I pressed start and played the first level. The game was a 3D platformer reminiscent of Super Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie. This only made me more excited as I loved 3D platformers. Before I knew it, I was dropped into the first level. It was strange for a first level. It took place in a city covered in snow. The city was barren and empty except for the player character, some kind of tiny cartoon robot, and Gex the lizard. I went to Gex and started to talk to him. He said, "Hey Sport, you need to find the 7 balls in the level, then you will meet Scott." I then went through the level and began my quest to collect the 7 balls. They were hidden in places such as on the very top of a building or in the depths of a subway. But when I collected the 3rd ball, something changed. The music stopped and the city started to be filled with the creeping laughs of children. I continued despite this and found the 4th ball, but it wasn't a ball. It was a bloody bag. I picked it up and the game displayed text saying, "I found Donkey Kong." When I picked it up, suddenly the power in my house went out and it started to thunder. Of course, my computer still worked because it was a laptop. I then decided that the game must be some kind of sick joke, so I stopped playing. I knew I needed some candles to light up my house, so I went into my basement and found some. When I came back up, I found that there was blood all over my house. I was terrified. I found a note. "Read, keep playing the game, Gary, or we'll have to murder you, the Illuminati." I was even more terrified, more scared than I had ever been in my life. I heard tales of the Illuminati. They did not simply kill their victims, but they kidnapped them and tortured them for days before killing them. I knew that I had to keep playing. I then got the rest of the collectibles, which were all bloody bags with Donkey Kong in them. Each bag I got, the city became more and more distorted. Bloody bodies, evil symbols, and copies of a game called Cr1tikal started to fill the streets as I collected more of the grotesque bags. When I returned to Gex, all he said was, "Hey, all Scott is not here," over and over and over again. Before I even started to hear it, soon the man, the myth, and the legend appeared before me. Scott The Woz. Altho's eyes were red and bloody, and his clothes were ragged. I screamed, but he said, "I will give you a fate worse than the worst tortures of the Illuminati." I got on my knees and started to beg for mercy. Scott then said, no. Suddenly I was teleported into an otherworldly dimension. I was strapped to a torture chair, and a bloody Gex stood before me. I then could say nothing, but I have no mouth, and I must say, all Scott here.